on a breezy afternoon here in Livermore. It's time for some CCAA women's soccer coverage here on NorCal SportsTV.com. My name's Stephen Davies. Glad you're with us from Las Positas College in Livermore as the host Lady Hawks welcome the West Valley College Vikings to town. Las Positas a record of 10-1-2 overall, and West Valley a record of 6-7-2. Since the last time we saw the Lady Hawks here on NorCalSportsTV.com, it has been quite the run of form that they've had. Remember that they defeated Hartnell 3-1 here back on the 29th of September in a game that they trailed into, or beyond I should say, the 70th minute. 3 late goals gave Las Positas a 3-1 victory as they trailed for most of the match. But since then, their run of form has been very impressive indeed. 4 consecutive wins going into tonight's match. They've won 7 straight, and they have one of the best records in the state of California as it currently stands. As we look back over the last month, they played 4 games in the month so far. They were on the road at Skyline, a 4-0 victory there. At home against Kenyatta, that was a 3-1 victory. And then a couple of impressive victories over City College, a 4-0 victory on the road in San Francisco. And then at De Anza College, an 8-0 victory. And part of the reason why they've been in such a strong run of form is the play of the center forward, Paula Samniego. 6 goals in the last 2 matches, a couple of hat-tricks. And she is going to be the focal point of this Lady Hawks attack here this afternoon. As for West Valley College, they've got a couple of good young strikers themselves. The outstanding Alex Spatola and Daniela Mendoza have a total of 16 goals between them. Mendoza with 9, Spatola with 7. So it should be, with a bit of luck, a high-scoring affair here this afternoon as we get ready to kick off. The Lady Hawks in the red and black uniforms. West Valley College in the white uniforms with the blue numbers outlined on the back of the shirts. So the Lady Hawks have taken the field. They will play a 4-3-3 today. And the starters are as follows. The sophomore Jennifer Parker is in goal, wearing number 1. The right back will be Natalie Contreras. She's wearing number 2. The center backs will be number 3, Rhiannon Adams, and number 15, Leilani Sierra. Mackenzie Bama, wearing 18, will play left back. The center midfielders will be Camila Fonseca, Taylor Peterson, and Aliana Medellin. And then the forwards on the right side will be number 20, Rocio Perez. Samniego will play center forward. She's wearing number 23. And Azariah Douglas will play on the right side. As for West Valley, coached by Jennifer Kerwin, they'll play a 4-4-2. And they will have Samantha Coelho. She's wearing 00 in goal. The right back will be number... excuse me a second. The center backs here will be number 23, Rachel Martin, number 24, Megan Sakara. The left back will be number 19, Shelby Stewart. Up front will be Jasmine Gonzalez. She's wearing number 9, alongside number 3, Alex Spatola. The center midfielders, the attacking midfielder will be number 20, Melanie Asketh. And the defensive midfielder will be Nikki Zamora. And then playing on the right side of midfield will be number 7, Danielle Mendoza, Cindy Reyes as well, and Katie Bonvicino. She's wearing number 2. Completes the starting lineup. 2 players out there for the Lady Hawks. Number 17, Tiara Lewis, will not participate in today's match. Neither will number 29, the sophomore Kaylee Silva. So we're underway here from Las Positas, and already the Lady Hawks are on the march. They try to thread a ball through to the left side of the penalty area, but it's cleared away by West Valley, and the Lady Hawks have a throw. So following tonight's match, there will be just 3 games remaining in Coast North Division play for the Lady Hawks, as they will be at home once again on Tuesday as they welcome Ohlone. They'll go on the road to play the Lady Gladiators of Chabot College on the 7th of November, and then they will complete their season here at home on a Friday night as they welcome Foothill College to town, who, by the way, just wrapped up a 2-0 defeat against the men's team. Goals from Jake Foscolina and Blake Tucker for a 2-0 victory. Shelby Stewart is just in possession, sends that one forward. Hacked away by Peterson. Try to thread it through there. The center of the park. That was Azariah Douglas on the ball. And then back to the right back, Daniela Mendoza, an interesting... She's lining up as a right back today. You'd assume with 9 goals on the season, she'd be more of a center forward, but playing a defensive role here, right back at the moment. There's a ball forward from Bama, and Coelho will just keep this in play. It'll be a goal kick. So you can hear the breeze picking up. Not quite as cold as it was last time we were here on the 29th of September. Much more pleasant conditions today. A warm afternoon here in late October in Livermore. Sent forward by Contreras. And Stewart will knock that into touch for a throw. So here's Contreras to take the throw for Las Positas. 2 minutes into the match. Weaving through a couple of players there was Fonseca. Possession given away. Scrappy start really for both teams. And a mistake here and a chance that's closed down well by the centre back there. That was Sakara coming in. Still not fully dealt with at the moment. A half clearance there from West Valley. And they finally get it away towards the halfway line. That was Samaniego with a good turn of pace. She got in behind a defender. She was closed down well by Sakara. Now the Lady Hawks are on the move once again. This is Peterson into the corner. Good ball across the face of goal. Punched away by Coelho. Second chance on the rebound is deflected by Sakara, and she clears for the Vikings. Now they have a chance perhaps to break on the counterattack as Asquith tries to spin away from a couple defenders. She's still in possession now. She shook her defender well. Asquith into the attacking third. Still on the dribble here. Cues up the shot. It's deflected off a defender. And Peterson comes across to knock that away. Peterson will send this out to the right side for Perez. Perez with space to work with here. Defender staying off at the moment. Perez runs at the defender. Nice flick with the right foot. Samaniego sends it forward. Perez has continued to run. And Sakara is there. And it will just about stay in play. Samaniego cues it up with the left foot and is saved by Coelho. Not the greatest clearances there for West Valley. Samaniego at the second attempt. It's a left-footed shot that was easily saved by the goalkeeper. Here is Gonzalez. She turns away from a defender. Gonzalez has Spatola to her left. Gonzalez continues her run, battling against Bama. Ball into the area, and Parker comes off a line to make the save. A lot of space to work with now for Contreras. Closed down by opposite number. That was Bonvincino. And now Peterson will bring this forward. Good ball into space for Douglas, who gives chase. Will it stay in play? It did just about. Didn't see, unfortunately, my vantage point whether that's a throw to Las Positas. Great through ball all the same. Bonvincino sends that forward. Sierra boots it forward. Headed by Mendoza. Fonseca now. Ball into space. Sakara's there with a marker. And Coelho comes off a line. Is able to make the save. So Sakara has been definitely involved early on. As the Lady Hawks have 3 attempts at a run towards the near post. But each time Sakara has been up to the challenge. Bama along the left wing. Good ball in with the left foot. Coelho comes off the line and claims it. Rachel Martin was there as well for the Vikings. Goal kick. Contreras is there. It's turned by Fonseca. Nikki Zamora, then number 4, got a boot in on the challenge. Bam out to the left side. Edain. Right-footed ball in, headed away by Sakara. Mendoza. Clearance is deflected, but will be a throw to the Vikings. 6 minutes then into the first half, and still awaiting our first goal. crowd on hand on the hillside across the far side of the pitch. A rare warm afternoon here in late October in the East Bay. So Fonseca has it. Calling for it is Contreras. Fonseca instead keeps it. Tries to split defenders. Getting bundled over. And play continues. And a shot across the face of goal. As Mendoza was bundled over. And Hawks play got off his shot there on the far side that flashed across the face of goal. No one, though, at the near post to put it home. Mendoza thought a whistle was coming there. It's a shoulder charge, a good one. And a let off there for the Vikings. Talking to Coach Kerwin before the match, she said possession and communication would be the keys to victory this afternoon. Ball goes into touch. It'll be a throw to West Valley. Not had many forays into the attacking half of the pitch so far this afternoon. It's flicked on there by Bonvincino. Spatola has it. Back to Bonvincino. Almost lost out to Contreras in the tackle. Flick forward by Zamora. Long range effort, and that's wide of the post. That was Jasmine Gonzalez, a sophomore, with a shot from 25 yards out. Contreras. And not really under a whole lot of pressure. That puts that into touch. And West Valley will have another throw inside the attacking third. Stewart will take it. Zamora slices it off the outside of the right foot. Perez gives chase. And it'll be a throw to Las Positas. Bannon to take the throw. Zuccara gives chase. Samanigo was in the vicinity. Cleared away by Mendoza. And intercepted by Bama. Bama has support on both sides here. Tries to thread it through. And a little bit too far out in front that time. As again, Rachel Martin had a step on the attacker there. So Coelho is kicking into the wind. The wind is blowing from left to right across the pitch on your screen. So Contreras battling with their opposite number, Bonvincino there, knocks it into touch for a throw. And it should be a Las Positas throw. But apparently not. Definitely looked like it came off of Spatola. No real clear-cut chances yet for either team. Certainly not West Valley. Just that one long-range effort from Gonzalez. Never really put the goal of Jennifer Parker under serious threat. Now a throw deep into the attacking half of the pitch for West Valley. And it will be Shelby Stewart who will do the honors. Douglas came off of Spatola, tries to turn, loses a footing, and a foul is given. This is almost on the byline here. So Douglas fouls Spatola, and this is essentially a corner kick now for West Valley. Two players in the wall. Martin's come forward. He's on the near post. Most of the Vikings players, though, around the penalty spot to the far side of the 18-yard box. Just two players back for West Valley as Stewart takes a free kick. High to the far side, chested down. Right-footed effort by Asquith, and it's saved. So the ball pinballed around inside the 18-yard box a couple times before it finally fell to Asquith. But an easy save there for Parker. Good first touch there by Medellin. Outside to Bama. Nice skill there by Medellin to keep that not only in play, but to set up Perez on the left side. Battling there with Mendoza, and she wins the throw. Free kick is given as Perez foul number 25, Cindy Reyes. Here's a free kick. Opportunity now perhaps for Las Positas to break. Medellin charges forward, or Fonseca, excuse me. Back to Coelho, clears that with the left foot. Good control there by Bombachino, gives it away. Now Peterson. Peterson tried to play Samanigo through. Martin clears. Spatola drops back into the defensive half to win possession. A nice turn there by Stewart. Now to Douglas. Flicks it with the right foot for Fonseca. Good tackle there. Nicely done by Bombachino. Vikings look to get a counterattack going here with Gonzalez. Trying to find a way around Bama. Hits it with the right foot. Bama goes to the ground. Play on, says the referee. Comes back a second time. And her shot again is wide of the target. The ball took a deflection and fell neatly there to Gonzalez, who perhaps rushed the shot on goal. Good control there by Stewart. Forward for Spatola. Booty clear by Contreras. Sakaris tries to send that through, but Perez intercepts it. And Perez too strong, and a foul is given as Reyes fouls Perez. And we're going to have our first substitution of the day as Megan Giamone comes on for Perez. So free kick, Las Positas. Their first set piece of the day. And it will be Rhiannon Adams to take it here. It's bowling from Adams, headed away there by Zamora. Still bouncing around, and finally back to Coelho, who claims it. This one goal kick just about gets to the halfway line. Oh, and a bad ball back there. A chance for Spatola to get on the end of it. Parker comes off a line and just about clears it. Bama tried to send that back to Parker, but Spatola had to step on a defender. And you thought for half a second he was going to be able to go around the Las Positas goalkeeper. Would have been a tough angle to finish from there. But a let off there for the Lady Hawks. And now the Vikings have a throw inside the attacking third. Got four players forward here. Monvincino and Spatola on the edge of the 18-yard box in the middle of the pitch. Here is Gonzalez. Two defenders there. Right-footed ball in. Trying to turn there was Reyes, was unable to do so, and now a collision and a free kick given as Leilani Sierra is fouled, and a free kick is quickly taken now as Bama brings us down the left side. Reyes gets in there on the tackle, almost wins possession for the Vikings. In the second attempt, Mendoza is able to do so. She was impeded by Bama, but no foul given. And now back the other way come the Lady Hawks. Here's Fonseca. Ball over the top by Fonseca, giving chase Samanigo, and met stride for stride there by the freshman Rachel Martin. One of three players on this Vikings team to have started all 15 matches so far. And it will be a stoppage here in the 17th minute, excuse me, as they tend to the fallen Vikings player. That's Cindy Reyes. Looks like she's okay, and substitution will be made here as let's see who's coming on now for Lady Vikings. Will be Griselda Medina wearing number 21. So Reyes picks up a knock, she takes a seat, and the sophomore Griselda Medina comes on in her place. 0-0 the score here, Las Positas College in Livermore. Coelho's second clearance attempt there, a better one. And they find Mendoza in stride. Mendoza continues her run. Mendoza tries to put this behind Bama. Gonzalez with a good turn of speed, tries to go around Bama. Still Gonzalez here to the byline. Gonzalez trying to get a ball in. Bombangino wants it in the middle. Still Gonzalez battling all the way with Bama. Good ball across the face of goal. Bombangino just a little bit out of position though. She'll try and send it back in a second time. Well won in the challenge though. That was Fonseca dropping back to finally win it for the Lady Hawks. Fonseca's got room to run. Ball forward with the left foot. Coelho comes off a line. Douglas had given chase, but Coelho feels that cleanly. Fonseca flicks that forward the outside of the right foot. Douglas has got her around her defender Stewart. We're into the corner. And we will have a corner kick, our first for the match for the Lady Hawks. So Fonseca will take this one. Rhiannon Adams will come forward to the edge of the 18-yard box. Peterson is over there as well. No fewer than 7 players inside the 18-yard box. Here's the corner kick. Bounces off a defender and goes wide of the post. A powerful initial header took a deflection off a Vikings player and just goes wide of that far post. A corner kick from the other side of the pitch this time. Great delivery there on the set piece. They'll look to repeat the feat on the other side. Daniel Klessel set to come on here for Las Positas. The next opportunity. Into the 20th minute here in the first half. High ball in. Past everybody as far as Peterson. Right-footed ball into the box. Chance this off the crossbar. That was from Douglas. Danger not fully dealt with yet. Peterson's ball was swung on by Douglas. The woodwork comes to the rescue of Coelho. A couple of moments of sustained pressure now from the Lady Hawks. And they've come closest so far with a shot that ricochets off the crossbar. They have a free kick now around the edge of the 18-yard box. Douglas has been marked by Stewart. She's right on the edge of the 6-yard box here to the near side. 3 players in the wall for the Vikings. Another good ball in. Coelho tries to punch it away. There were a couple of defenders though. They had to clean up. Slightly missed time coming off the line to try and punch that forward. Sliced off her fist and then carried away from the Lady Hawks. Adams battling there for that ball, does well, and sends it forward to Douglas. Douglas with a couple of nifty moves. Still Douglas here. Good through ball. Nice exchange of passes, but just too far in front of Douglas that time. And the Vikings clear. Back to Contreras. Gets knocked the first time, and then brought down a second time by Gonzalez, and it'll be a free kick. Medellin will take this one. And so Bama's going to come out. Peterson will move to the left back, and Klassel will take over his holding midfielder role. Almost at the 23-minute mark here in the first half. Las Positas knocking on the door. Douglas has come closest of all with a shot off the crossbar. Gonzalez for the Vikings has had a couple of long-range efforts. That one's coming our way, and Stewart lets that one go as it comes off the 10. Bama, meanwhile, receiving some treatment over here on the trainer's table. Contreras with a strong run forward. Stewart tried to win possession. Samanigo turns away from a couple defenders, sends it into the middle of the park. Took a deflection off a Vikings player. Asquith tried to clear. Nice turn by Gonzalez there, working against Medellin. Ball to the outside. Here is Bonvicino. Spatola gives chase, but it's cleared away. And into touch as that comes off Contreras. So Medina will take the throw for West Valley. Gives Medina's first touch. Off the outside of the right foot, gives away possession. Fonseca gives chase. Bundles over a player. Now Douglas. Douglas from long range, try to flick that forward. Too strong. Coelho is there to make the save. Adams has it forward for Contreras. Spatola tried to win possession, unable to do so. Ball over the top. And back to Martin. That was Klassel there with her first touch. Out wide. Peterson nicely done anticipating that ball. Takes it off Bonvicino. Left-footed cross in the box. Swing and a miss from the first player. Up and under the second time. Strong challenge there. Peterson makes a mistake. Almost lets Gonzalez through, but comes back and wins possession. And a free kick is given as Perez was fouled. So across the threshold, the midpoint of the first half. So Peterson will come forward for this free kick. She's been marked rather aggressively here by Asquith. Here's the free kick delivery. Tough ball into the box. Came off a West Valley player. It looked like came off Martin. Should be a corner kick, and it is. A left-footed corner kick taken here. And swing towards the far post. Coelho comes off the line, misses the punch. Still bouncing around. And West Valley will partially clear. Giving chase here and getting onto it is Zamora. Zamora tries to run at Contreras here. Tries to go around it. Does well. Whistle was blown. Surprised the advantage wasn't given there as Zamora a couple steps and Contreras Free kick is given, and Stewart will take it now for the Vikings. Ball into the back post, headed on by Adams. Bombino tried to get to it, was unable to do so. Took a high bounce. Sakara, strong run. Oh, takes a big collision there with Medellin. Oh, nice footwork here. Oh, that was Fonseca, excuse me, and it was almost equally well won back by Martin. But she's come forward now, leaving Douglas with just one defender. Coelho comes off her knees and clears it away. Here's Spatola. Turn of pace by Spatola. Should be a throw as it comes off Contreras and quickly taken. Looking for Gonzalez. Coach Paul Sapsford giving instructions here to his team. Just the left of our commentary position. Off the shoulder of Contreras. Medina sends it forward. Cleared away by Adams. Now a chance for Douglas, and a free kick is given as Zamora was fouled. Disbelief there from Las Positas coach. So Stewart will take the free kick. Gonzalez and Spatola forward. And free kick given as Bombino fouls Peterson. Looks like both teams ready to make a substitution here in the near future. Fonseca turns away from a marker. Good ball with the left foot. Just a little too strong. And the flag was up for offside. So Bama's ready to come back on for Las Positas. The half-hour mark here from Las Positas College in Livermore. No score between the Lady Hawks and the Vikings of West Valley College. Gonzalez closed down well there by Sierra. Peterson turns away from Gonzalez. Ball off Bombino. And Fonseca has it now. Thrown to the Vikings. So the West Valley substitution, Tatiana Jaramillo is going to come off Shelby Stewart, and Kenzie Bama on for Daniel Classel. So each team makes a substitution. Still waiting for our first goal of the day here from Las Positas College in Livermore. Bama takes the throw. Bounces over Samanigo. And under duress there was Sakara, and sent it back to Coelho, who cannot quite clear out of the defensive third of the pitch. And now Las Positas will keep the pressure on. There's a long-range effort that flashes wide of the near post. Douglas has come closest to scoring here today, with a shot off the crossbar. Both teams have had opportunities, but Las Positas certainly the more attacking forays into the 18-yard box so far today. There's a substitute, Megan Giamone. She's wearing 22, playing out on that left side. Headed by Adams. Gives it away. Gonzalez tries to turn her defender. Loses her footing. Now here's Asquith. Back to Asquith. After the touch of Rachel Martin. Sequeira. Ball forward now for Bombicino. Play by Medina to beat two defenders and then send the ball to Contreras out in space to the right. Contreras to Douglas. Douglas around Martin. Douglas to the byline. Could she get a ball into the box? She can. And intervening there was Jaramillo and is out for a corner kick. Coach Saps instructs Taylor Peterson to get them a goal. He'll send it forward now for this corner kick to be taken from the right side. And it looks as though Fonseca will take it. The left-footed ball. The Hawks' best opportunities so far have come from the set piece. It was a corner from the other side. This one almost, it went through Coelho's grip, and it's cleared off the line. Looked a little shaky on corners. This one was in swinging towards the near post. Might have received a touch, but either way, it was a Vikings player. It was well positioned on the line. Douglas with the left foot, as that one fell to her, but not getting a lot of power behind it. It's an easy save for Coelho. I was going to say the best opportunity that the Lady Hawks have had so far came on that corner kick from the far side. They get in around Martin this time. Douglas one-on-one with Coelho. Douglas' shot is wide and into the side netting. Martin did just enough there to close down the angle. And although Douglas had a step, combination of defender and goalkeeper forced a tough shot from Douglas, who puts it into the side netting. A couple of substitutes coming on. Shelby Stewart is back on, and Maya Walker, the freshman, on as well, in place of Medina and Bombicino. Given away from the goal kick. There's a long-range effort from Peterson. It's in! Hit that from 40 yards out. Absolutely hammers it from distance with the help of the wind and a little bit of spin. Catches Coelho by surprise, and Peterson puts Las Positas on the board. And that's her second goal of the season. One to remember for sure. Well, you heard Coach Saps would say a couple minutes ago on the set piece to get us a goal, and she's done just that. As Taylor Peterson makes it a 0-0 here in the 36th minute of play. That was absolutely belted. The right foot. A little bit of aftertouch, and although it was tailing away from the goalkeeper, nothing she could do about that powerful effort. Travis there hits that first time, and Coelho makes the stop. Peterson. Will she try a second time? Tries to send San Diego through, takes a deflection. Coelho comes off a line and collides with one of her own players. Makes the save. The referee will come over to check on both players. It was Mendoza, the player, colliding with the goalkeeper. It appears that she's okay. Peterson joins Adams and Bama with 2 goals on the season. Fonseca, by the way, the second leading scorer for this Positas team with 5 goals. Now Douglas, can she get around Martin? She can! Douglas now! Can she make it 2? Douglas still shoots, and it's saved by Coelho. All last Positas over the last 10 minutes or so. Travis, nice touch, keeps it in play. Douglas is there. Douglas working against Gonzalez. Fonseca turns the play, and nice dummy there. Over the top, San Diego, and it's saved by Coelho. Final few minutes now of the first half, into the 39th minute here. Goal to nil to score. Peterson. It's the Lady Hawks up a goal to nil. Here's Bama. Adams with the left foot to Contreras. Off of Gonzalez. Falls to Asquith, and a free kick is given. Handball. And Peterson will take it. This is perhaps a little far to have a shot on goal from there, so instead she gives it to Contreras here at the halfway line. Fonseca. Sent forward by Zamora. And Adams will clear away into touch. Martin to take the throw. Headed away by Adams. Peterson's underneath this one. Plenty of room to work with. Medellin to the left. Over the top for San Diego, and stay level with the defenders there. Klessel's going to come back on for the Lady Hawks. The knee of Medellin. Coelho gives chase and keeps it in play along the byline. Giamone arrives to put her under pressure, and that's right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Taking on a bounce. Spatola on the right side. Ball splits defenders, but Adams is there, slices it. It's a strange bounce there for Peterson. And a turn away from her marker in the corner. Losing her footing there was Maya Walker. Along the far side. Into the middle. Fonseca. Fonseca turns on the pace. Contreras is open here on the right side, and Martin comes across to close that down. A free kick is given for a push. Class will come in for Contreras. Bama will take over playing the right back position for now. There's a ball forward, headed clear by Sequeira. Bama's over here on the right side. Medellin plays a forward. Well, Fonseca plays a forward, excuse me. And it should be a Las Positas throw here Should be just a couple of minutes of injury time, you'd think. All lost Positas, though, here in the latter stages of the first half. Cleared away by Zamora. Here's Fonseca. Asquith battling with her. So Contreras being tended to on the trainer's table. A couple of bruises right on the right shin. Meantime, the throw-in. Nice turn from Samanigo. Nice cut back. A shot is deflected away. That was going top corner. And Mendoza got in the way and deflects it around the far post. But that was heading for the top corner, and that was going to be 2-0. Lovely footwork there to create space, turn away from a marker, and that powerful left-footed effort. It's heading towards the back of the net. Corner kick now. In swing again, punched away by Coelho. Great save that time. That was also almost an Olympico there. A great save from the Vikings goalkeeper. Keeps the Lady Hawks off the board. And struggled at times on set pieces, but that was an outstanding save. Comes another one into the box, punches away again. It's tapped. That might have come back off the post too. West Valley struggling to clear at the moment. It's as far as Sierra. Here's Douglas now. Fonseca with the ball across the edge of the 18-yard box. That's going to be well wide of the target. Final minute now of the first half. 1-0 the score. Taylor Peterson goal in the 36th minute. The difference in this one. With a long-range effort that found the back of the net. Here's Classel. Flicked on by Fonseca. Medellin gives chase, can't get there. Sequeira gets there first. No foul, says the referees. Classel was involved in that challenge. Medellin into space. Classel. Sequeira battling. Still Classel. Good work there by Mendoza to defuse that challenge, and now perhaps at the end of the first half, the Vikings have perhaps their first opportunity in a while. Here's the long-range effort, ball into the box, and falls harmlessly for Parker. That might have been the first time in the best part of 15 minutes that the Vikings have had a foray into the attacking third, and the referee blows the whistle. First half in the books here from Las Positas College in Livermore. Taylor Peterson, a goal in the 36th minute, has given the Lady Hawks the lead as they look to make it 8 wins in a row. 1-0 the score here at halftime. We'll be back with more in the second half coming up in just a few moments' time. Welcome back to Las Positas College in Livermore, Triple C AA women's soccer action here on NorCal SportsTV.com. My name's Stephen Davies. Glad you're with us as we are almost ready for the second half to get underway here between the Las Positas College Lady Hawks and the West Valley College Vikings. The Lady Hawks, a record of 10-1-2. They are unbeaten in their last 8. They've actually won 7 of those last 8 games. They've only conceded 8 goals all season, and in their current 7-game winning streak have only conceded 3 goals. So it's going to be a tough task here this afternoon for West Valley if they want to take the victory and break the 7-game winning streak that the Lady Hawks currently enjoy, as the Lady Hawks have not given up more than 1 goal in any match so far this season. As for West Valley, they've had some opportunities in the first half, but mostly relegated to taking shots from outside the penalty area. Taylor Peterson with her goal in the 36th minute from 40 yards out with the assistance of the wind has given Las Positas the lead here, as Lady Hawks, with a record of 10-1-2, as we mentioned, have just 4 games, remaining after tonight. They'll play Evergreen Valley on Friday nights. Next Tuesday they'll be here at home against Ohlone. They'll be on the road in Hayward on the 7th as they play the Lady Gladiators in a rivalry game, and then they'll be home to Foothill for the final game of this 2017 Coast Conference North Division match. So the Lady Hawks in the red uniforms, the black shorts, and the black socks, and the Vikings in the all-white uniforms. So although West Valley will have the wind at their backs for the second half, they will have to contend with the setting sun here in Livermore. Certainly a pleasant evening, good crowd on hand, and we're ready to get the second half underway. So Azariah Douglas gets us going. It's given away almost immediately there, as coming forward was Maya Walker. Some interesting discussion at halftime, as one of the corner kicks was definitely proved to be the most problematic aspect of the match for West Valley in the first half. Las Positas players were adamant that a ball had crossed the line. There were probably 7 or 8 corner kicks taken in that first half, but one took a deflection, we think, off of a player, then off the woodwork, and then rolled parallel to the goal line. And of course, 11 players' judgment is not going to sway that of the referee, so it remains 1-0 for now. Free kick, and you can see how the wind influences that free kick, and Parker makes the save there on a ball that bounces right in front of her. But that was hit from the edge of the semicircle in the attacking half of the pitch by Tatiana Jaramillo, and just gives you an idea of how another long-range shot in this match could potentially result in the goal, this time for the Vikings. So from the throw, it's Spatola, a ball in, and Parker is there to make the save. Jennifer Parker with not a whole lot to do in that first half, but now with the wind at the backs of the Vikings players, you assume would have more to do here in the second 45. Coach Jennifer Kerwin in the 20th season at the helm of this West Valley College program. She's certainly been around the game a long time, and a handball against Rachel Martin results in a free kick for Las Positas. So West Valley have 5 games remaining in their season after tonight. They'll host City College on the 27th, and they'll host Evergreen Valley on next Tuesday on Halloween. will be on the road in Fremont to face Ohlone. And then we'll complete the season with a home game against Hartnell and a trip to Hayward to face the Gladiators of Chabot on the final day of the season. So Samantha Coelho had a lot to do in that first half. Got some assistance from the woodwork as Azariah Douglas shot came off the crossbar. And Daniela Mendoza was well placed to stop Paula Samanigo's shot that was heading for the back of the net. The last time that Las Positas dropped points was back on the 15th of September. They were on the road in Lake Tahoe, a 1-1 tie. And their only loss this season came a week prior to that match against Lake Tahoe. A loss to Canyons of Southern California. A 3-1 victory in that match. And a free kick is given here right on the edge of the box. Pushing and shoving here, and this is right on the edge of the semicircle here. So Fonseca will place the ball, and this is actually inside of the semicircle. So referee will march the wall back. 4 players in the wall, and will Fonseca have a go at this one and try and make it 2-0. He's got Peterson to a left, Medellin to a right. Contreras is over there as well. Fonseca's shot is saved. Nicely done by Coelho, diving to a right. So Coelho struggled at times with goal kicks in the first half. This one sails a good 55 yards or so. Winning possession there is Walker. Still Walker. Almost lost out to Peterson. Gonzalez is there. Gonzalez flicks it forward. And Sierra strongly comes forward to win possession. Comes off Mendoza into touch for throw. 51st minute. 1-0 Las Positas in the lead. Fonseca flicks it on. Samanigo. Good first touch with the left foot. Bounces that over the top, looking for Douglas. Still Douglas. Can she get the shot off? She does, and puts it in the back of the net to make it 2-0. Battling every step with Martin. Eventually won the battle there against the defender. And Douglas's goal here in the 51st minute gives Las Positas a 2-0 lead. Great build-up play there by Fonseca first. Samanigo with the touch with the left foot. Fonseca with the through ball. And Douglas. Some aggressive physical play there. Shakes off a defender and finds the back of the net to make it 2-0. Lady Hawks. Might there be more on the cards? Douglas gives chase after this one. It's closed down well there by Jaramillo. Here's Mendoza. Good run from Mendoza. That closed down by Peterson. Still Peterson now. She's continued to run around Zamora. Now to the far side. Trying to get a step on Martin. Still Peterson now. And finally Martin's able to intervene. And Ian gives chase here. Gets possession back. She exchanges passes with Fonseca. Giamona. Over the top now for Samanigo. Gets off a left-footed shot. Looked like it came off the hand of Giamona there. Play on, says the referee. Ball forward now for Stewart. Can she keep it in play? It will be a throw. Douglas with the goal. That's a 4th for the season. It's very unlucky not to have a goal in the first half as well. It looks like San Inigo was poked there. And finally the referee stops play. So it was Mendoza and Sam Inigo here on the near side. Sam Inigo went straight to the ground. He was down for about 30 seconds or so before the referee finally stopped play. Mendoza apologized. Now Douglas looks to make him pay on the right side. Nice turn of pace to get around 2 defenders. Douglas's ball into the box. Sam Inigo's there, hits it on and finds the back of the net. Her 12th goal of the season. Tremendous ball in. And a header that was curling away from the outstretched goalkeeper who left. Just could not keep it out of the back of the net. And Las Positas now are on their way to 8 consecutive wins with their 3rd goal of the day. You're in the 55th minute. Douglas had the pace on Zamora and on Martin as well. Delivered a fine ball in with the right foot. Sam Inigo unmarked in the middle. The 18-yard box heads home past sprawling Coelho. And Las Positas have shaken off the cobwebs here in the second half. They've 3 goals now in the last 19 minutes. They may not be done yet. Perez is offside. So goal for Peterson in the 36th, Douglas in the 51st, Sam Inigo in the 55th. It's the 12th goal of the season. Lead all scorers for this Lady Hawks team. Try to send the ball in and it goes right to Parker in goal. It was from Martin, the left-footed delivery that time. The win certainly has not been an advantage so far for the Vikings here in the second half. Ball splits defenders. Medang turns away from Martin, and now she'll make a run along the right side with some pace as well. Here's the ball in. And behind the Hawks player there, that was Giamona who'd come forward. Now she will give chase after Gonzalez, or after Mendoza, who puts it into touch. Here's the throw from Bama. Gonzalez. Ball into space in the middle now for Asquith. And Medellin comes out of nowhere to pick a pocket there and win possession. Finds space to work with on the right side. Here's Giamona now. Fonseca to her left. Shrugs off the challenge here of Zamora and plays the ball for Douglas, who's got another couple of steps on the defender. It's Douglas into the 18-yard box. Perez in the center. It's behind Perez again. And Sequeira will clear. Game opening up now for Las Positas, that is for sure. Constant pressure now over the last 7 or 8 minutes. Bama's going to take the throw. Fonseca to Douglas. Played for Perez. Perez tries to get around Mendoza. Is unable to do so. Mendoza across the face of goal here. Has to get rid of it. Only as far as Fonseca. Fonseca. One too many dribbles there and loses possession. Sequeira comes away with it. It's away possession. Sierra cuts that one out. Giamona back to Sierra. Sierra now into the attacking half. Oh, good flick on there by Fonseca. Perez will keep this in play. Flag stays down at the moment. It's Perez now around Mendoza. Perez gets a big chunk of turf there as he tries to send that ball across, and now free kick is given. Worth noting, Sam Nigo came off after the goal was scored as he checked on her following the incident with Mendoza. Vicino coming back on for West Valley. Almost a nice 1-2 played there between Bama and Giamona, but intercepted by Zamora at the last second. Out wide here to Stewart. Stewart's ball forward. Too far for Mendoza. Mendoza now started the game out at right back, has now moved into that center forward role alongside Spatola. Looks like West Valley going to make 3 substitutions here as we cross the hour mark here in Livermore. Fonseca with a nice turn. Steps between defenders. Fonseca with the back heel here for Medellin. Perez half sliced that. Comes back to it, out wide to Bama. Heavy touch. Bama with a curling effort. Finds the back of the net. And it's razzle-dazzle time now. 61st minute. 3 goals in the last 10. And for Bama, her 3rd goal of the season. And that high shot curling into the top corner. Not much the goalkeeper could have done about that one. The body language right now, the Vikings, sums up the way this last 15 minutes has gone. It was a game that perhaps was still within reach at halftime. Has now got away with them very quickly indeed. 4 different scores now on the afternoon. And just like when we were here at the end of September, the Hawks teams look to make a doubleheader of victories here today once again. It's going to be a goal kick as Carla Arias, one of the recent substitutions, makes her first appearance in the match. Now the goal, the Lady Hawks, is to keep a 3rd consecutive clean sheet. Reyes back to Stewart. Giving it away in the middle of the park. Peterson is there for Las Positas. Samanigo is back on. Tries to thread it through for Fonseca, who got around Stewart. Out of play for a throw. Stewart's throw hugs the touchline. Bama's there, as is Mendoza. So awaiting the throw. West Valley thought it was they're throwing, but it's going to be a free kick instead. Headed forward. Ball bounces high for Douglas. Back to Stewart. Sends it across to Jaramillo. Jaramillo out wide. A little too strong there for Martin. And this will go into touch for a throw. Throw into the Vikings. Giving chase there is Arias, the substitute. Can't control it out of play. Martin. Arias. Samanigo comes back to support. He's got Giamona to a right. Samanigo goes to the defender. Gets past Stewart, but Sequeira closes it down. Samanigo. Fonseca off the hand there. Sequeira, handball, free kick. Dangerous position again now for Las Positas. Fonseca had a free kick from inside the semicircle earlier in the half. It was well saved by Coelho. It's perhaps a little too far to take a shot on goal, so she lays it off for Giamona. Battling with Stewart, and Stewart wins that challenge. Back the other way come the Vikings. Only as far as Bama sends it back in. Samanigo's underneath this one. Winds died down considerably here in the second half. Samanigo wins a challenge, but closed down there by Sequeira, limping a little bit after that one, and Douglas fires wide. Sequeira might have taken a knock on the ankle there on the lower part of the shin. She's trying to walk off that at the moment. Meantime, substitution, Allison Shipp comes in for Melanie Asquith. So the sophomore replaces the freshman, Shipp wearing number 11. Gonzalez turns one way and then another and finds Martin in space out on the left. Ball in for Martin, looking for Mendoza. Cleared away. Medellin turns, the defender gets caught by Bonvicino, and no cards issued in this match, but Bonvicino certainly late, and he's going to get a talking to from the referee. 68th minute. Stay out of the book this time. Fonseca shrugs off the challenge there of Reyes. A nice ball forward there, giving chase. Samanigo's shot is saved by Coelho. But the flag was up anyway. Samanigo brushes off the challenge of Reyes and still able to get a shot off, but the system referee's flag on the far side was up. Too strong of a touch there, but Stewart keeps it in. Off of Sierra. Peterson almost gets caught by Shep. Peterson still with possession. Turns away from a couple of defenders, and free kick given to Las Positas for the foul by Shep. Free kick taken a little too quickly that time. Peterson's free kick over the top. Bonvicino can't get to it. Contreras will take the throw. And out for another Las Positas throw. The sun set now behind the horizon. Floodlights are on. Definitely has cooled off. A very pleasant fall afternoon here in Livermore. Giving chase, here's Giamone. It's a good stint coming on as a substitute to not start the match. Medellín's played the entire time. Very comfortable, confident on the ball. Ball played in for Douglas, but Sequeira closes it down and clears away, and Contreras unable to keep that in play. So Klessel will make another appearance. A substitution here to be made. $4-0. The Lady Hawks leading this one. 3 second-half goals in the space of 10 minutes have put faint West Valley hopes in this match to bed. So Giamone will come off. Klessel will replace her. Las Positas look to move to 11-1-2 and increase their winning streak to 8 games. There's a long-range effort. It takes a deflection. Coelho comes off the line and dives to claim that one. We will feature here on NorCalSportsTV.com the Halloween matchup between, and now a chance as it's given away by Sequeira. Samanigo looking for a second, lays it off. Reyes can't clear that one. And finally Stewart clears the danger. Stewart with a good run. Step over. So Stewart will take the throw in here for West Valley. Gonzalez. Oh, shakes the defender. Gonzalez. Ball into the box. Bonvicino was there, but tried to volley it. And now loses out in that battle to Medellín. To midfield. Lots of space to work with on the left side. They go right side, though. It's a high ball over the top for Douglas. It's closed down by Martin. And a throw in for Las Positas. And we are going to get a card. card, I assume, was for the challenger Medellin, where she won possession. Bombachino went to ground. She's got to be careful now, and this might be a red card, and it is for dissent. No second yellow shown, a straight red this time. So West Valley down to 10 players. So West Valley now down to 10 players as the referee brandishes the red card to the freshman Katie Bombachino. She kept jawing with the referee and reached for the pocket the second time. Knew it wasn't going to end well. So with only 9 outfield players now, can West Valley keep Las Positas off the board the rest of the way? So a hush has fallen over the West Valley players, who are a little shell-shocked after the 3 goals that came in such quick succession. Stewart now gets past Bama. Stewart continues to run. Here's the ball in. That's a goal on goal, and that's just wide of the far post. And we saw Stewart make a run a couple minutes ago off a clearance, charged into the attacking half of the pitch. This time thinks, let's go for goal myself. And their best shot on target in a while just whistles past the far post. Fonseca's going to come off Giamona on to replace it. Parker's goal kick. And it's out of play. Classel gets the shove from Reyes. Now, Mendoza. Medellin takes it away. That ball too far forward there for Samanigo to give chase. To the 77th minute. 4-0 here from Las Positas College in Livermore. Peterson, Douglas, Samanigo, and Bama the scorers. Whistle and a stoppage off as the referee went over to talk to Arias, the sophomore. And the West Valley players there thought it was going to be a free kick to them, and confusion reigned for a moment there as Samanigo was played on. So thrown to West Valley here inside the final 15 minutes. Arias tried to head that on. This ball whipped in. Bama is there. Clears only as far as Stewart. Gonzalez. Gonzalez turns inside Bama. Has a goal, and that's just wide again. That looping shot there, trying to dip in towards far post, but just couldn't find the target. And for the second time in less than 5 minutes, West Valley have had 2 shots just whistled past that far post. So even with just 10 men on the pitch now, West Valley have had the best scoring opportunities in the match. So Parker's going to come out and be changing goal now for Las Positas. Angelica Gonzalez will come on to take over for Parker. Jimenez, who's just come on for West Valley, strikes it forward. Here's Ship. Ship is closed down, loses possession to Klessel. Samanigo. Douglas there, can't get the touch with the right foot. Peterson. Already with a goal on the day. Off the defender. That's the other substitution. Jaramillo. Reyes. Arias. Mendoza loses it. Loses out to Klessel that time and gets pushes. Mendoza gets called for the push on Klessel and a free kick. Douglas tries to play Klessel through, unable to do so. Cleared away by West Valley. Into the final 10 minutes here. Samanigo's onside. Stewart gives chase. Stewart's definitely not giving up yet. Samanigo's shot from well outside the box is saved comfortably by Coelho, and this clearance bounces over Jaramillo, who's moved up to that outside left position now rather than playing center back, as we saw earlier in the match. Comes off the forearm there of Jimenez. Here's Mendoza now. Mendoza was battling there with Sierra. Sierra looks to have come off the worst of that challenge. Sierra with that left knee bandaged pretty heavily there. Quera has a goal, and Gonzalez saves it. Well struck there from 30 yards, but right into the grasp of the freshman goalkeeper. Lady Hawks trying to keep a clean sheet here then in the final 7.5 minutes plus injury time of this one. Drone just buzzed overhead. Meanwhile, back on the pitch, Douglas. Douglas working here against Jimenez over in the corner. And Aim with a nice head fake and then turn. She gets clipped, sends it through. Shot off the crossbar, play on to the referee. Chance for Samanigo to try and chase it down. Has to turn, tries to lay it off for Classel, and Stewart will clear it away. Las Positas looking perhaps for a fifth here. Stewart sends it forward. Arias giving chase here is Emily Stock. She's wearing 26. And a yellow card issued. That's the Jaramillo. That was an off the ball incident here. So Jaramillo, after getting the card, is substituted for Griselda Medina. Arias loses it, and well cleared, but only as far as Stewart. Stewart with the right foot, and she's not pleased with that. Bama sends it forward. Fonseca is onside. Flag stays down. Fonseca turns inside Sequeira. It's a shove from Reyes, and it's going to be a free kick. Some more ready to come back on here for the Vikings in the 86th minute. So Fonseca will take the free kick here in the waning moments of this one. Fonseca goes for goal. That one never dips and sails high over the bar. So Arias will come out, and some more of the freshmen in. Just the 4 games remaining then after tonight. For the Lady Hawks, 3 of the 4 will be at home. Ball over the top now. Chance for Fonseca to make it 5, and it's right at Coelho. Douglas tries to set up Fonseca. Sequeira just about clears it away. Fonseca had a golden opportunity to perhaps make it 5. As we mentioned, 3 of the 4 games here at home. Evergreen Valley on Friday night, Ohlone on Halloween. Headed away by Martin. As far as Peterson. Contreras wanted it to the right side, so they send it back into the left. Bama hits that on the volley for Perez. Douglas flicks it on with the right foot. Perez is behind the defender. Sequeira, chance for a goal, and it is in the back of the net from Perez, and she slices it with the outside of the right foot to make it 5 different scores on the night. And here in the 88th minute, Las Positas now have scored 20 goals Well, actually, if you count the last 5, 24 goals in the last 5 matches. And Perez adds her name to the scorer's sheet with the 5th of the evening. Fell invitingly forward. Thought initially that it was just going to spin wide of that far post. Just had enough pace on the shot to find the far corner of the net. Past Coelho for the goal. Stewart, nice turn there in first touch. Ball forward there by Stewart. Cleared away by Las Positas. 89th minute here. Out wide here to Bama. Played that in behind Fonseca. Sequeira intercepts. Sequeira goes against Bama. Turn of pace, shrugs off the challenge. Still maintains possession, but Bama eventually able to step in. Sierra clears it away for Klessel. Now Perez. Douglas. Ball in for Fonseca. Can she make it 6? And that one hit first time by Medellin, but well over the crossbar and out of play. Perez with her goal. That's her 2nd of the season. Joining Peterson. Douglas with a 4th. Samanigo with a 12th. And Mackenzie Bama with her 3rd goal. 4 goals here in the second half. And the red card doomed any faint glimmer of hope perhaps that the Vikings had of coming back in this match. Las Positas with 2.92 goals per game average. Coming into tonight's match, it's only now surely will increase before the final 4 games of the season. Looking at the standings for the Triple C AA coming into tonight's game, Evergreen Valley lead the Coast South Conference, I should say, a 7-6-2 record. Ohlone a 6-5-2. As the final whistle sounds, Las Positas another victory here at home. They make it 8 consecutive with a 5-0 victory tonight over West Valley. Just going back briefly to their remaining opponents. Evergreen Valley 7-6-2. Ohlone with a record of 6-5-2. They'll also play Chabot, who've had a real struggle this season at 1-9-3, and then Foothill is 6-4-2. So teams with winning records still to play, but Las Positas getting the job done. They move to 11-1-2 with this 5-0 victory tonight. Goals from Peterson, Douglas, Samanigo, Bama, and Perez, as Coach Paul Sapsford and his Chargers make it 8 wins in a row. They're undefeated now in their last 11 matches. We'll see you on Halloween then from Las Positas College in Livermore, as the Hawks will host Ohlone in the second to last game of the season. For our entire crew here on NorCalSportsTV.com, my name is Stephen Davies. Thanks for joining us. Las Positas 5-0 victors here against West Valley College tonight. From all of us here, ciao for now.